Today I'm going to have an introduction to the Mintr for Synthetix for staking your SNX. First of all, you have to buy your SNX through any exchange, which I do recommend to buy it from decentralized exchanges such as Kyber or Uniswap, or use a aggregator to find the cheapest exchange possible. And then you can pay it by either USDC, USDT, or TrueUSD, which are all the stable coins pegged to the US dollar. I've covered this before, but if you have any questions, you can ask me where to buy those. The simplest way would be to go to Coinbase and transfer your fiat, being USD or Euro, and over there, then you can change it into either the USDs or even Ethereum, and then send it to your either wallet or, send it to your wallet, which could be a hardware wallet, or if the amount is low, you can put it into other types of wallets that are available. So in the screen, you can see that we are at the first pages of the Mintr. It says, welcome to Mintr. Now, the wallets that I mentioned, here you have Metamask, Trezor, Ledger, Coinbase, and so on. Trezor and Ledger, they are the hardware wallets, so they're cold wallets, the safest wallets that you can use. You can also connect Ledger through Metamask, but for this particular example, I'm going to use the Metamask. In order to get the Metamask, which is a Web3 wallet for Brave and Chrome, Google Chrome browser, you go to the web store, then you can basically find it through the extensions and install it. And when you install it, then you can see it in your extensions and it's been turned on. And here you can see that your Metamask is sitting there. And you can either buy or send or add token into your Ethereum wallet. Here you also can see the activities. So we go to the Mintr and we choose Metamask as our wallet. We press next. What is Synthetix? Synthetix is a decentralized synthetic asset issuance protocol built on Ethereum. These synthetic assets, Synths, are created by staking the Synthetix Network token, SNX, and these Synths can be exchanged for each other directly with the Synthetix smart contract on the Synthetix exchange. So in Mintr, you always receive SUSD, which is another stable coin pegged to the US dollar, every time that you stake your SNXs. And then you can use that SUSD to exchange it on their platform, as you can see here, for Ethereum, dollar, Bitcoin, gold, euro, and so on. Why stake an SNX? Well, that's what we're here for. SNX stakers receive two kinds of rewards. Firstly, they receive SNX staking reward, which I've mentioned, that will be in escrow and kept for 1 year. That helps the Synthetix stability and stop the pumpers and dumpers to buy and sell it quickly, which are created through the inflationary monetary policy. Secondly, there is a Synth exchange rewards, which are generated by Synth trades on Synthetix exchange, which we just had a talk about the SUSD. So what do you need to do? All Synths need to be backed by SNX at a collateralization ratio of 750%. SNX stakers need to manage their own ratio to be above this figure, which they can do by burning Synths to increase their ratio, minting Synths to reduce it. If they do this, they can collect weekly rewards. So the good thing about this is there is no fines if your collateral ratio goes below the 750. All it does is it locks out your weekly rewards. So there is no liquidation. So you're safe from that perspective. But losing the rewards also is not really desired, because the rewards are quite attractive at 60% APY, annual percentage yield. What are the risks? Stakers can create a debt when they stake. Their debt begins as amount of SUSD they initially mint and fluctuates according to gains, losses made on other synth holders. Anytime anyone holds a synth that appreciates in value, that gains in distribution proportionality between all the stakes SNX holders' debts. The staker must pay off their debts before they can unlock their staked SNXs. So the risks are considerably low here because, first of all, Synthetix is on the rise with the decentralized finance at the moment. And if it does go down, you shouldn't be putting all of your money in there. So you just basically can wait it out until you can cash it out. So it must not be the money that you will need for bread or eating tomorrow. So what happens here when you stake your SNX at 750 collateralization, you get the SUSD, and this value of the SUSD at that collateralization level has to always be kept. And in order to do that, then you have to actively trade that in the Synthetix market for another product that you believe it is on the rise. For instance, I do recommend Chainlink or Link, which is a very attractive product that you can buy on the Synthetix with your SUSD. And it will diversify your portfolio as well. I mean, there are gold and silver also available as well as other currencies. So here you can see in Uniswap that we are exchanging DAI, which is another stable coin for SNX. And this is if you have DAI in the first place, otherwise you have to change it on the Coinbase. And you can see the route here from DAI to USDC, Ethereum to SNX. So you do the confirm swap, and the Metamask, you confirm it. You can change the speed at the price as well. And you can see it on the Etherscan until the swap is done for you. Now here is a successful. And this is the DAI stablecoin and the route that it took to actually get your SNXs. So back to the Mintr. Now you can use your Metamask in order to stake the SNX that you've received. You can also use Trezor, Ledger, Coinbase as well. But in this particular case, we are going to use Metamask. So you can see that you have a 750 target collateralization ratio, and you will have a very good idea of all of your locked, staked, and escrowed Synthetix or SNX coin that you're keeping. But it's very important that your collateralization ratio stays above 750, as I mentioned. Otherwise, you will not be able to claim your weekly rewards in SNX. And you can see that current collateralization ratio is 0% because we haven't put any SNXs in the Mintr. And the Mintr is the Web3 interface offered by the Synthetix themselves. So you have to make sure that you're not using any wrong address that takes you somewhere else to take your SNX away from you. You have to make sure that the address is correct. Now we start minting the SUSD, and at the moment you can see you don't have any escrow, so you don't have any claims. And in order to receive the escrow, you have to claim your Synthetix every Wednesday, and if you do not claim it, it will be kept for 1 week, and after a week it will be redistributed into the system. And you can here see you're eligible to receive SNX staking rewards, which is kept for you for 12 months. Now we start the process of minting. So you click on max, which is the maximum SNX that gives you 13.229 SUSD, an estimated C ratio of 750%, which automatically calculated for you. But if that is too close to the threshold, you can change it to 12, that gives you estimated C ratio of 827%, which is a safe estimation. So then every week you can do the claim without actually putting more SUSD before the claim. Now we click on mint now, and you can see it's minting 12 SUSD. And on your wallet, you can see it's gonna gas fee of $6.26. So now the transaction is in progress. You can view the transaction on the blog if you want to. It's already done, success. So it's been 12 SUSD on the Synthetix minted. Now we can finish and return to home. So you can here see now that you have 750 collateralization threshold, but the current collateralization ratio is at 826, which is very safe. You also have the locked 82 and transferable at 8.3, and the total and SNX at 9033. You have 82 staked SNXs, and at the moment you don't have anything in escrow, because you haven't claimed any bonuses. So here you can see the balances. You have 12 SUSD, which is 1198. You have Ethereum to do the transactions, and your debt is at 12 SUSD, which is equivalent of 1198 USD. It's not always perfectly pegged. There's slight fluctuations every now and again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just drop me a line, and thank you for your attention.